this is John Colo with GrowingYourGreens.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. And for those of you guys that are not into products, turn this video off now because you'll not want to watch this video. Alright, so you have been forewarned. So anyways, as you guys know, I teach you guys gardening. I teach you guys organic, biologic gardening. And this can be done for free or cheap, or you can use some products. I personally like to use some products because if somebody's already created something for me, I don't have to recreate the wheel. I don't have to spend my time, which is actually more valuable than money, actually, to me, and so is my health. That's aside from the point. But if somebody created a good product, I'm just going to use it so I can get the best growing results in my garden and spend a little bit of money to do that. And so that's what this episode is about. It's to share my favorite #1 top company in the world that gives you guys products that allow you to grow a healthy organic garden without the use of any petrochemicals or any toxins. And also, you're going to get the best growing results. I mean, literally, as I met Josh originally 2 years ago, he said it in his first video, which I'll put a link down below. It's quite funny. When I first met him, he was quite skeptical of me. I'm like, dude, I want to make a video about your compost tea and stuff because I'd researched it, thought it was pretty good. I want to make an episode. And he's like, I don't know, and then I asked him for some products to try, and he's like, I don't know, and he ended up giving me some, and I've been using them for the last 2 years, and they work great. And the cool thing about Josh is that as I've gone along and I've learned about new products that could help you grow better, he's actually gone out and done the legwork to source these and actually make them available for you guys. And I don't know any other company that's doing that gives you all the different products you need in one place. So, I want to just go ahead and share with you guys some of the products that I like from the Boogie Brew company. And the first one, the foundation of where I started with the Boogie Brew was the Boogie Brew Compost Tea. Be sure to check my past episode where I talk about, all compost teas are not created equal because they're not. I actually interviewed Josh in that episode. And compost teas, you could put shit in a bucket and call it a compost tea. This is not shit in a bucket. Actually, there's no animal products in this compost tea, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. The other reason why I like it is because it really will supercharge your growth. I've noticed it supercharged my growth. Just check a few episodes back. I pull out a beet out of the ground using these products here, and it's huge, right? So yeah, the compost tea. Then what I talked to Josh about is, Josh, man, the trace minerals, the rock dust. It's really important, to add to the soil because, in my opinion, the soils are devoid of these kind of nutrients, like not NPK, right? But all 70 to 90 other minerals, trace minerals that are required for our health and required for optimal soil health, although even universities are not fully recognizing this yet. But I'll tell you, once you use these products, you'll see the difference, and more importantly, you'll taste the difference. So he got out and he got in this product, the C90, which is basically a C mineral solution. Trace minerals contains 90 minerals in there. And more recently, he's brought in this guy, the Cascade minerals, which is the rock mineral. So I personally, between these two products, I prefer the Cascade rock minerals. Unfortunately, they're not available everywhere. You can't go to your local nursery and get these products, unfortunately. So I'm really happy that Josh literally busts his butt with his crew there to ship these guys out to you and makes it affordable so that you guys could use these products and get the results. So I choose the minerals over the C90, but I believe any way you can get some trace minerals in your soil is the best. Definitely using the Cascade with the C90 is the best overall. Then then what happened was I went up to my friend's house in Portland, and you can check this video. It's like Supersize your garden with wood chips. And what my friends up in Portland did was they basically get raw wood chips from the tree company, dump on their property, they let them compost down for several years, and they had the largest dinosaur kale leaves I ever saw. They had the largest everything I ever saw in their garden. It was like going back to like prehistoric times with the dinosaurs, and they had these big leaves you've seen, in pictures and all this of the dinosaurs, right? It was like that. This is when the earth had all the minerals in there and before man started messing up the soil and doing all this kind of stuff, right? And that's what I strive to get back to, just get back to nature. And now besides the minerals, which is what they're adding, they're letting the wood chips decompose and have a fungal dominated compost. You guys hear compost all the time, right? Most compost is thermally made with bacteria that break down the organic matter and give you a compost, and that gives you a bacteria dominated compost. But what I really learned from my friends was that we really need to get the fungal dominated compost into our gardens. And aside from me having piles of wood chips and letting them rot down for, a year and a half or 3 years, you could get it done faster, but generally it takes like 3 years to get it done properly. Josh went out and found a really good source of the composted wood chips, which is quite rare. There's very few places, unfortunately, that make this stuff. So, so he brought in, at my recommendation, the Boogie Humus, and now makes this available to you guys. Now, if there's any one product I think that's gonna supersize your stuff out of all these, I mean, you gotta use all of them, but this is the one that really made the difference. I mean, I've noticed I put this on certain plants, and man, they just go crazy because the fungi, and hopefully some fun girls are in the soil too, but they really, they're really required and deficient in the soils, and when you add them to the soils, the plants will respond. So I mean, that's pretty much today's video, just talking about my favorite company making organic products. Once again, one-stop shop, and Josh and I have become friends over the 2 years I've known him, and I talk to him a lot because I want to encourage and support American-owned family businesses versus big box stores. And also, he's literally busting his ass. I see he's bust his ass. He actually works a lot harder than I do, believe it or not, to get these products out to you guys at an affordable cost. And he's really, not making a lot of money doing it, but he's providing you guys a valuable service to get some of these rare trace minerals, soil microbes and fungal dominated compost out to you guys so that you guys can add them to your garden and see the results. So, and because, he respects me, and I'm like, Josh, you need to give my people a special discount. So I have a special page that you guys could go to. It's boogiebrew.net/GYG that has the lowest available prices, for direct retail sales to you guys, and they're all delivered prices. So, you don't have to pay any shipping or anything. It's all included, special low price, so you guys can get these products, use it in your garden, supersize your vegetables, and have some of that healthiest food ever. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, this is John Kohler coming from my garden with growingyourgreens.com. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep on growing. All right, this is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com. Sort of another exciting episode for you here, working in the garden today, and I'm actually screening my compost here.